It's Thursday. It's Mark Pyers. And it's real talk.
I was walking down the road today, looking for another way
to ease my mind
and
help my living. It's Real Talk. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pyers Real Talk. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 528 in a row of the Mark Pyers Real Talk show. And let's get into it. What do you say? I got some things planned for you. First and foremost, we got a bit from Donald Trump. Of course, he's trying to transition to greatness. We're gonna transition. We're going to transition to greatness, of course. Because we're winning big league. We're going to win big league. Always. So I'm going to start that for you guys. I'll get loaded on all of these social media platforms so I can quickly chat with you guys tonight. If you have any requests, I'm not sure what the deal is with playing covers right now. I'm hearing that you're not allowed to play covers, so I may not play many, but I'm planning on playing a Prince tune tonight. That's all I'm saying. All right? Anyway, let's get to this Donald Trump bit, and let's see what it is. I have something else. We're going to get into a lot of stuff tonight, guys. I've got a bit here from Nancy Peloison. I almost think I should play that for you guys first. You know, where we're talking about in general how you have to lead with truth, okay? Need to lead with truth. Let me shut this down. Hold on. So if you need to lead with truth, and every politician that we know and watch does not lead with truth, what the heck do we do then? And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Let me just quickly get in here. Yeah, I'm going to roll this out onto other pages for us. So let me get this going. Here we go. This is our first bit of the day. All right, that didn't work. Hammer! All right, that's the Hammerlin bit. Let's do this one. Here we go. Ready?
Self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this, so they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic, and it's self-evident.
Are you serious, guys? It's self-evident. It's self-evident. We all do it, she's saying. Why do you think the world is the way it is today? They just come up with a narrative, and then you all report on it, and then it becomes validation. So we can say, look, the press, it's a story, it's real. It really happened. Because CNN, the crap news network, put a story out there. Like today I saw another one. Look, you don't know any of these things until they wind up actually coming to fruition or not. Because what I'll see is all these things. Oh, sources say... Excuse me, if you ever see something that says sources say, and then it's from CNBC or CNN, just freaking wait another couple days, okay? Because the source was probably someone at CNN who was like, yeah, I heard that these people are just fake news 101, guys. And if you don't know it, now you know. So this is the Trump bit for the day, guys. Here we go. Nope, that's another one. Here's another. Oh, we'll do that afterwards. Here's Mr. Trump.
Hammerlin Jameson coming at you live from the studio. Donald J. Trump talking the transition to greatness. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the warm welcome. I don't get too many of those on a daily basis. In fact, it's mostly slings and arrows for Trump. Oh, we didn't like what you did. Why don't you do better? How much better could I do than lowest unemployment in history? 7 million people off of food stamps. Telling China, look, you better start to deal with the United States. It's not a one-way street. It's been a one-way street with China for way too long until Trump came along and said, we're going to put China on notice. Over here, you do nothing to promote the positive things going on in the country. It's always a hit job. Oh, we're going to get Trump this time. Gotcha. Oh, look. Gotcha, Trump. You got nothing, okay? I'm Donald J. Trump. I've been winning big league. We're going to win big league again. We're going to transition to greatness. Okay, I'm taking over for a lackluster president, Barack Obama. I mean, seriously, he did absolutely nothing for the nation. Barack Obama did very well for Barack Obama.
Look, Trump said it. I just sit here and play it. What do you want me to do about that? Here's one more thing I want to share. Guys, we've been trying to get to the bottom of fake news here on the show. You guys understand that fake news was created, coined by Google. Google came up with the phrase fake news in order to get people to look away from the Hillary Clinton facts, the truth about Benghazi, the criminal activity that took place, because the people at Google and YouTube were so in the Hillary corner that they couldn't see her go down. So they did whatever they could to wipe any information. They censored us. And anybody who had any sort of passion, anything that had to deal with truth, they would just wipe and they'd call it fake news. And then all of a sudden, of course, Donald J. Trump flips the phrase on them, flips it on them, and says, "You're fake news." Yeah, you know what? Be quiet. CNN, you're fake news. Fake news. The #1 fake news network on the planet. Crap News Network. That's right, CNN. We're giving you a crap Emmy. You ever had a crap Emmy? That's right. It's an Emmy with a lot of crap on it, okay? That's what we give you because you're a turd. Winning big league, by the way. So here's the story, guys. I want you to see something. We keep seeing all of these stories. Look, there's a lot of bad stuff going on out there, and they're making the police out to be villains. And I want to just show something to you. Do not go by what you see on social media. Do not go by like what you see on CNN. And this is an example. Take a look at this. This is what you saw in the New York Times. Ready? Do not believe this. This was NYPD officers beat a man with their nightsticks in protest. Watch this.
So this is the guy, like, watch him ram Jeep.
Did you see that? Now they take a shot right now, beating a man in the street with clubs. That's the headline. Police, they're out of hand. Look at them. Look at them, guys. Look at the police. They're just beating people up on the streets. Really? Is that what happened? Watch the guy with the hoodie as he comes up and tackles him like he's Lionel, like a linebacker. It's like Lawrence Taylor over here. Watch this.
Watch him ram Jeep.
Check this out. What? He's gonna start punching him in the head. No, you know what? Police brutality, guys. Guys, police brutality right there. Police brutality. Oh, my goodness, we got to stop those cops, police brutality. Or is it this?
Self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody
Playboison?
with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear. And then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic, and it's self-evident.
It's self-evident. It's what we do. Yeah, that's what we're doing here. And guess what? We're doing. It's called the smear. Yeah, the wrap-up smear. We just wrap it up. What do you mean by that, Peloison? Well, we just make up a bunch of falsehoods, and then you guys report it, and then it becomes validation. And then all of a sudden, see, look, it's a tactic. It's a tactic. It's self-evident. Self-evident because you've been doing it since 2015, whatever, probably way before then, but to destroy the character of a guy that you used to like. You guys remember, they used to love Trump. You're fired. Oh, the ratings are through the roof. We had the highest ratings ever on last week's Apprentice. People really like seeing me say, you're fired. And look, I don't blame them. I'm Donald J. Trump. I'm winning big league. I've been winning big league since 74. And I'm going to win big league until 2074. I've got doctors working on a super heart. I'm going to get it. It's actually made of gold. I've been slowly stockpiling gold to make the super heart so I can live 1,000 years. Why do you think my skin looks gold? Because I eat gold. It's part of the regimen. You have to eat. It's a cubic bit
per day in order to get the nourishment. For becoming gold-hearted, you have to be gold-hearted, okay? Some people say be cold-hearted. I'm like, I'll be gold-hearted instead.
Holy cow, dude. Where the hell do these things come from? I don't know. I'm going to hit us up over onto Instagram as well. They missed that whole gold-hearted. Never thought of that in my life.
It's gold-hearted, or is it cold-hearted? I'm not sure, but I'm feeling like it may be gold-hearted.
Let's do this. I'm just going to zoom in real quick, guys, and put this on over there on Instagram as well and let people know. All right. Instagram, my people. It's going to be a little bit of a delay. You're watching me film a screen. That's about 15 seconds behind because we're running at about 8K right now. Wow, it just was up at 9K because here's the deal, guys. I got the equipment for us to be rocking and rolling now. Like, look at this. What? He's doing the liquid shuffle. I call that one. What? It's the liquid shuffle here on the Real Talk program because we could actually do the liquid shuffle now. Whoa, he's doing the liquid shuffle. I don't know what the hell that is. I just made it up. But still, the point is we're smooth. No more frozen screens. We can rock out on the BeatSeat, which we're about to do for you. All right, so listen, hold on. So just keep something in mind before we get to the music. We have a couple of news stories, okay? Let's get into them now. It's the news. That's right, it's the Real Talk news. Breaking news. Breaking news, guys. Check this out. We're gonna get into it right now. I think I gotta do radio voice for this. Is that what you think I should do? The Chinese Communist Party has weaponized nearly 200,000 Twitter accounts to decimate state-linked propaganda, while Russia, the left's boogeyman for pro-Trump election interference, had under 1,200 accounts. Hold on a second, I want to get this straight. There were 1,200 accounts that so-called made Donald Trump president when we know now that Google was on the other side doing everything they could to get Hillary in office and didn't work, by the way. It was noted, the CEO said, and we did such a good job of dispelling all of the fake news from the conservative side. Guys, censorship online shouldn't exist. You should have a free press. But you know what? There's no such thing anymore because people don't know how to report the truth. They just know how to report for ratings. I'll say that again. They're not trying to tell us the truth. They just want to get the highest ratings. Mental. Why don't we go back to a time where the truth meant something? And when you reported the truth, you had something called integrity, and then people wanted to watch you because of that. No, let's watch the fake sensationalized news that comes out of Cuomo and out of all the CNN, MSNBC, Fox. Everybody's got this pitch they're trying to hit you with. 200,000 Twitter accounts disseminate state-linked propaganda, while Russia, the left's boogeyman for pro-Trump elections, it had under 1,200 accounts. Guys, I'm just going to read this quickly so you have an idea of what's going on, okay? Twitter released information as part of a report entitled Disclosing Networks of State-Linked Information Operations We've Removed. The report outlines how the Chinese Communist Party, i.e. President Xi, had two methods of targeting Twitter users with Chinese propaganda. Chinese propaganda. I'm going to say that again. Propaganda. Okay. 23,750 accounts that they comprise a core of the network. This is a highly engaged core network, people. Approximately 150,000 accounts that were designed to boost this content, and they were amplifiers. Okay, so they would amplify the original content. Based on the feedback from researchers on our prior disclosures that we need to better refine the disclosure process to enable efficient investigation of the core activity. I'm not sure what the hell that means, guys, but maybe you heard the words. I'm just reading them very quickly. We have not included the 150,000 amplifier accounts in the public archive. Well, why the hell not, Jack? What the hell's going on over there? Because you're holding something back. Twitter describes the actions of these accounts as being involved in a range of manipulative and coordinated activities and spreading geopolitical narratives to favorably push the Communist Party of China while continuing to push deceptive narratives about the political dynamics in Hong Kong. President Xi and his 2016 decree, wherever the readers are, wherever the viewers are, that is where propaganda reports must extend their tentacles. That's what Xi said, guys. And he has definitely materialized this information, or should I say this misinformation. The report also damages the left's debunked 2016 Russia narrative, which alleged bots on social media were peddling disinformation intending to sway the election in favor of Donald J. Trump, the greatest man ever to live. And also a testament to how U.S. leaders, Republicans and Democrats alike, have allowed their focus on Russia to obscure the threat of China's rise. Let's hear that one more time, guys. Republicans and Democrats alike. That's both sides of the parties, okay? They've allowed their focus on Russia to obscure the threat of China and its rise. You guys realize what happened here, right? You know what's going on. First guy to ever stand up to China is Donald J. Trump. You think they like that? No, they want him out. They're doing whatever they can to get him out because he's a threat to their way of life. What is their way of life? Take advantage of America. And you guys want to put some slum, stupid guy, can't even say three things before he falls over and falls asleep. I'm calling him, you know what I'm calling him now? I'm calling him Sleep Sofa Biden. Sleep Sofa Biden. My Aunt Judy told me to take a nap on that sleep sofa. Now they call me Sleep Sofa Biden. Guys, I'll tell you what. I don't know what to tell you about this except 1,152 accounts associated the media and promoting the United Russia Party and attacking political dissidents. This is all created by, as they said, both sides of the aisle. We're pushing our minds and our eye away from the goal, which is to stay on top. Right now, we're getting destroyed by China. They released this virus to slow us down because Trump just signed that treaty that said they'd have to buy $250 billion worth of product from us. Now, guess what? They're not doing it anymore. They had this little line they wanted in there. That's what delayed the process. It said if there was a pandemic, if there was an act of God, that they could back out of the treaty. They could back out of the deal. President Xi-hole. Guys, he's a Xi-hole. Everything he says, it comes out of a Xi, okay? I'm just saying. It comes right out of a Xi. I'm like, what are you saying? I told Melania next time we go to China, just simply say, you know you're a Xi-hole, right? Let's get to a little music, guys. All right? Let's get through these couple of news stories here. What's the next one on the list? This is interesting. Did you guys hear about this? If it decides to open up for me. Here we go. Polio vaccine. Have you guys heard about this one? This is kind of crazy over here. Kind of crazy, guys, if this is actually realistic. But, of course, it's not showing up on my screen. I'm going to have to take about 3 seconds to find it quickly for you. Yeah. Okay, it's not showing up. Good for me. I'm over here now. That's what we say. That's an Andrew Dice Clay comment. Did I have it on a different... Maybe I had it in a different window. No, I just can't find it. Is this it? No. All right. I don't know what I did with it, guys. I had something there. Let's see. Did I still have Russia? Wasn't Russia. Fauci. I had something on Fauci. I had something on Fauci. Oh, polio vaccine, found it. Guys, I just needed a second to get there. Who is this guy on the screen? It looks like Paul Giamatti. Okay, so let's get to the story. As the world waits for corona vaccine, some scientists are proposing that existing vaccines could give our body's immune system a much-needed temporary boost to stave off inspection. It's still unclear whether such an approach would work. And some experts are skeptical. Okay, that's Dice. Let's move on, guys. We got to do somebody better than Dice. Others, including the researchers in Israel, the Netherlands, and Australia, are already investigating whether a tuberculosis vaccine could help line tuberculosis. Sorry, one more time from the top. Including researchers in Israel, the Netherlands, and Australia, all are investigating whether a tuberculosis vaccine could help jumpstart the immune system, and whether the COVID-19 is less deadly. But the World Health Organization strongly advises against using vaccines. I strongly advise against using any vaccine that is tied to this entire ordeal that we're going through right now. Just remember who's behind it all. It's Bill Gates. I'm on the back end. I own all of the companies that are making the vaccines. We're going to also modify the world population. Yeah, I know you are. You guy wants to kill off as many people as he can. We didn't get to the end of that show from yesterday, but I still have it over here. Anyway, guys, apparently they're thinking about using the polio vaccine. The polio vaccine is a live vaccine, meaning it uses a weakened form of the live virus. Live vaccines trigger a general immune response that helps the body fight off invaders until the immune system has time to develop special antibodies. In theory, scientists believe that the temporary immune boost could provide protection for viruses the vaccine was not designed to prevent. Such as the coronavirus, said co-author of the science piece, Dr. Konstantin Chumakov, cool name, a member of the Global Virus Network, an international coalition of virologists aimed at preventing and eradicating virus disease. Chumakov is also Associate Director of the Research of U.S. Food and Drug Administration Offices and Vaccines, but spoke to NBC on behalf of the Global Virus Network, not the FDA. Using existing live vaccines, including the oral polio vaccine, would not be a permanent solution, but rather a temporary fix that may buy time until the coronavirus vaccine hits the market. Who knows we're going to have... Do you know they still don't have a vaccine for AIDS? Right? Do they? That's 40 years, guys. Yeah. 40 years, I think. Somebody tell me, when was the first case of AIDS? Wasn't it like 1980 or something like that? Maybe it was 85, 86? I don't know. Anyway, bottom line is Chumakov, he's just trying to push something out there, okay? You can't get mad at him for having an idea, okay? You can't get mad at the guy. All right, what do we got here? The next one here was Madeline. Did you guys hear about this? This is a sad story. Sad story, people. Madeline McCann died shortly after she was kidnapped, German prosecutor says. I just want to quickly run through this because this is something I remember from when we were kids. And, you know, it's a shame that I always hoped that maybe she, got away or someone just wanted to have a baby and they took her and brought her somewhere and raised her. But it doesn't look like that's what happened at all, guys. Of course, I can't find the bit. Where is it? Whatever. Now I can't find it. That's it. There's nothing really to say about it. It's a horrible story, okay? She probably died right after she was kidnapped. And did we have anything else? Okay, the attorney says accused officer did not commit a crime. This is the Chauvin piece of garbage guy who did this thing. He's saying he didn't commit a crime. Bottom line is this. I said from the beginning, there's a very good chance that this dude created this entire ordeal. Someone called him, like Soros. Just like what happened. Did you guys see this last night? This is almost a real thing.
Harold and James from Cullen.
And then we call it the wrap-up smear.
Well, this is important again, guys. You need to see this is what's really going on in the world, but we're going to do something real quick, okay? Let me show you last night. This happened, okay? Oh, I didn't upload this, unfortunately, so I could just do it in real time, okay? Let's just pretend. Here we go. Is it going to work?
Hi, Mark. It's George.
George, how are you?
I wanted to see if I could buy your vote.
What?
I'm having too much fun playing with elections. I'm looking for influencers that could get rid of Trump.
Are you serious?
We're going to beat Trump with fake news.
You're already doing that now, George. Perfect.
You name the price in Soros Foundation pay.
Are you joking?
How about $50,000?
What?
How about $100,000?
You just upped
The
yourself.
key is to trigger internal struggle and stop progress for Donald Trump. I pay you to help me. This mission, should you choose to accept it, must remain completely anonymous, like all hopes for Donald Trump.
Why don't you let it play out and let things happen the way they're going to happen? Just let it
Let's
happen.
bid $500,000 for a no to Trump, a yes to Biden. It's important we vote Biden in. I give you $1 million.
$1 million?
Is it good?
Oh.
I have my son Alex call you with details. This message will self-destruct in 10 seconds.
Wait, George, hold on. Last night. So he's trying to buy people's votes. So not surprised something like that happens. Guys, just remember, in a world that we're living in today, what you hear is not what's really going on. Let me show you what I mean by that. This is what they show you on the news is what's going on. Ready? They're like, oh, look what's happening during this. This is what's happening on the streets. You see this? Look, that police, he's abusing this man with a club. Watch the guy in the hood.
Watch him, Ramsey.
Look at that. Did you see that? That's like a linebacker move. And by the way, that would have gotten a 15-yard flag for that from the back. You don't hit somebody from back. You know that. You always get a flag. They flag you when you hit from the behind like that. Do you want to see it again? Remember, just look at that first screen. This is like the New York Times right here. Oh, look, NYPD officers beat a man with their nightsticks that are protesting Brooklyn. Really? Why did they beat that man? Let's really look and see what happened.
Watch him, Ramsey.
Are you kidding me? That cop was just blindsided. 15-yard penalty. Yeah, and you got a couple of sticks to the side of the head, guy. Okay? And you know what? Good for the police officers for sticking up for themselves. I'm sick of what's going on out there. This guy was a jerk. Stop vilifying every other police officer. I happen to know some police that are great. You don't go out there and say they're all bad because that's a stupid statement. I'll tell you something that was funny. I was like 21, 22, and I went to Toronto, Canada. You know, I was up there with a buddy. Actually, it wasn't even with a buddy. I'll tell you the full story. When I was like 18 to 21, I auditioned for a lot of TV type of commercials, and I did a couple of things. I did a couple of European, like I did a European gum commercial. And one of the things I did was I think it was Cricket. When Cricket Wireless first came out, I did a commercial, and I don't know where it is. I never saw it. I don't even know if it ever went anywhere. But when I went, it was in Toronto, and I had another friend of mine that I met there from New York City. The two of us went to Toronto, and he was like, I've got to say, I'll tell you another great story. I met a lady today just by phone, and the energy. I'm connecting with people on an energy level, okay? I don't even have to see you. I don't have to know you. But if I feel your positivity coming through the line, we're off to the races. And it happened again today. And in general, that's what you should be looking for. Again, they're trying to divide us and talk about color. It doesn't exist. I'm seeing a lot of people, friends of mine, I'm seeing a lot on TikTok that are saying, I've got my whole life. I haven't even seen like the race that they're portraying out there. It's the people that are so down in their luck that want things to continue the way they are, which is to continue shining like this negativity on everything from the past and making it seem like it still exists. You know why, right? Because there's an election in 4.5 months. This is all, politically motivated. And if you don't see that, I'm sorry, because this is exactly what's going on. They are trying to manipulate you. And if you don't believe me, believe Peloison. The words coming out of her mouth. Yes, bragging.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, unless they see it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report.
Look above her name.
That we made. And
House Democratic Agenda.
And it's self-evident.
Do you see that? I'm going to play that again. Look at right above her name what it says.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic.
Look at that smile.
It's self-evident.
Look at that smile on her face, that stupid face. Smiling out, bragging about how what they do is smear people. I came up with something the other day. I call it the Trump. They do a Trump on someone. They just completely destroy their character. Everything the guy has said has been completely taken out of context. And it's not taken out of context. They take him out of context specifically by doing stuff like this. Oh, wow, this guy's, look at that police officer. That's police brutality right there, 100%. I'm going to go and riot. I'm going to go and protest right now. Wait a second, there's more? Wait, so he attacked the police officer first? Wait a second. No. That's not what the media told me. Look, the news told me this, guys. New NYPD officers beat a man with their nightsticks during a protest in Brooklyn on Saturday.
So this is the guy, like, watching Ramsey.
Freaking fake news, guys. Fake news. Why are you still watching? Thank God for these types of people who are out there filming and then saying, what, did you see this, what they're trying to call it? That's not what it is. How about you put a statement in there, police protecting themselves against rioters? No, you didn't do that. It doesn't fit your narrative, does it? But that's what the truth is. The truth is police officers protecting themselves against a rioter, against Lawrence Taylor coming out of nowhere, taking him out from behind, getting a 15-yard penalty. Yeah, that's a 15-yard penalty right there. You can get kicked out of the game for that one. Do you want to see it again? Hold on a second here. I just got to peep this out one more time because I want to read that. Just take a look at what it says under the photo, guys. NYPD officers beat a man with their nightsticks during a protest in Brooklyn. Sounds like that's what happened based on that photo.
So this is the guy, like, watching Ramsey.
Oh, wow. That is not reasonable. It's not reasonable for them to hit that guy with their nightsticks. How dare they? They should be held on charges. That freaking reporter should be held up on charges. Fake news. Is there a photo of the guy who took that? We should be bombarding people with this fake news, with email after email saying, just drop it, buddy. We get you. We know what you're about. I want to see a blacklist. Why are we not creating a blacklist for these fake news journalists? So we could say king of fake news, Don Lemonhead, king of fake news, queen of fake news. Like, it is ridiculous to me that everybody continues to listen to their narrative. When I heard my friend say the other day, oh, what the hell has Donald Trump done anyway? I'm voting him out. He hasn't done anything. And when I heard that, I realized, holy cow. Talk about not having any idea what the F is going on. And here's a guy who has no idea what's going on. I spent 400 days off the grid. 400 days with the negatube completely off. It wasn't until day 400 when the State of the Union took place, and I saw something pretty remarkable. I saw a room sit there with hatred in their eyes, and I heard a man get up there with an orange face, and he donned that microphone, no pun intended, and he said, America, America,
America. We're winning big league and 7 million people off of food stamps. And China is coming to deal with us. They're buying from us. NATO is now more money coming from other countries towards NATO. It's not just from Trump, okay? Look, we're saving the country billions and trillions and gazillions of dollars, okay? So why don't you get off my friggin' back, okay, man?
And basically, that's the bottom line, guys. You had a guy who went out there and changed the game. And what happens when you change the game? You get a hell of a lot of flack because nobody likes change. This is coming from the guy, real estate agent, who was the first guy to buy a drone. I was all over the news for a year in 2013, and nobody liked it. They were not happy in my market area when I brought drone aerial photography to the market. When I said, I'm going to shoot and provide aerial photography free of charge to every single one of my clients. You hire me, you get more value. That's the bottom line. They did not like someone making them like have to work harder. They didn't like have to do more than they'd done up to that point. I'm sorry, if you're in the game with me, you better level up. Because I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue to grow, evolve, continue to find what I'm good at, and then bring it to the surface for everybody that I come in contact with. It should be a positivity and an infection that's so positive that all you want to do is go out there and share it. And I'm living in a world right now where there's so much hatred that I got to come out here and use this platform to dispel all the fake news. And no, it's not my place because for 528 days, I didn't talk politics. I wasn't like here talking about politics. I'm trying not to be about the politics. I'm trying to be about the news. But unfortunately, the news is so entrenched in politics that everything I talk about is one side or the other. And here's the thing I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you all sides. So if I hear something bad about Trump, I'm talking about it. If it's unfortunate that I just keep hearing so much crap about the other side right now. Honestly, the games and the low like business that they run by is like, I don't even get how people would vote that way anymore. I don't get it. It's horrible. They want to destroy the Constitution of the United States. Look, there are problems. We're humans, okay? If anybody thinks there's a utopian society where everybody's there loving and that heaven doesn't exist, maybe it exists beyond this time that we have here on this planet, but while we're here, there are crumbs, okay? There are crumbs. You need to sift through and you need to find the good stuff. And don't tell me just because there's one bad cop, they're all bad cops. If there's one bad surgeon, they're all bad surgeons. If there's one bad realtor, there's all bad realtors. It's a stupid thing to say. And let me tell you again, I'll get back to it. I'm in Toronto. I'm there with this friend of mine. I don't even know his name. We were there. We met for this shoot. Go up to Toronto. We're there for a weekend, 2 days, okay? I loved this type of stuff. They put you up in a hotel. They drive you to the place. They bring you out to dinner, out to lunch, blah, blah, blah. It's always per diem, all this cool stuff, right? And then you get paid. So it's really awesome. I'm there, and we're chatting with a bunch of people from Canada. And this is what I want to get back to when I hear stupidity, okay? One of the guys was being kind of cold to us. They're actually all being kind of cold to us. And this guy that I met from New York, he was like me. We were energy givers. And we were positivity like builders. And he and I together, it was like a whole different thing. Like we were there together, the two Americans, and we just made the best of it. We had such a great time and laughed, and we got along. We had told great stories. He was married to a police officer. Holy cow. His wife was a police officer in New York City. This is crazy. I didn't even realize this. This is like 1999, okay, 98. So this guy and I were chatting, getting along, and we're like, why is everybody cold to us? Like all the guys, the girls, they're all kind of mean to us. We don't really know why, but they're being kind of cold. Standoffish would be a better word for it, okay? So one of the guys was really cool. And we started chatting, and we're like, hey, what's the story? Why is everybody treating us like Benedict Arnold? And like, what's the story with this? And he goes, well, we in Canada think that Americans are ignorant. And I just looked at him sideways and I go, huh? And I said, what? He goes, yeah, we think that Americans are ignorant. And I said, I'm sorry to I don't want to be a jerk when I say this, but that's the most ignorant thing I've ever heard. And we all started laughing. And I said, and he started laughing because I think he agreed, like people are people. And I said to him, can you explain that? He goes, yeah, well, because of this, that, and another thing, we think Americans are just ignorant in general. And I was like, well, I said, people are people. I said, you're going to find an ignorant guy down the road at the hardware store right now. We could drive down the road and find him, And you're going to go into America and find ignorant people. You're going to go to Germany. You're going to go everywhere and find ignorant people. I said, and then you have enlightened individuals. I said, this is like a melting pot in this world. You don't have all the geniuses just in Silicon Valley and like that's it. And everybody else out there is ignorant. Like it's an ignorant thing to say that anything is a specific way. You can't say anything is anything. All you know and all you can confidently speak to is your own actions. If you speak to your own actions and you say, this is what I do, this is who I am, this is what I stand for, I believe it. I believe it. But I don't want to hear a blanket statement about a race. Oh, the North Koreans are, because Kim Jong, then all of them are. Oh, the Germans in the 1940s were, every single one of them was. I don't want to hear it. That's prejudice. Like, everybody's different, but we're all unique and we're all the same in the same way. We have the same energy running through us, okay? Do you guys understand that we have a life force energy that we all share, and then this Democrat-Republican bullcrap that's intended to divide us is not reminding you how important it is that we connect and come together. Divided, we are weak. Together, we are strong. Come on. Denise is right. She said stupidity is infectious. Yeah, just as infectious as the positivity that you can build with another human being, with a smile. A smile has an energetic value that costs 0 to the currency holder. Give them out. Right now, especially more than ever. We need it. We need the world to change right now. And I don't understand why more of us aren't going out there and saying, I'm fed up with all the BS. I'm fed up with seeing the celebrities go out there and just have these causes because they think that's going to help the situation. It doesn't help anything. It helps your own stupid thought that you're doing something. You're doing nothing, okay? Because all my friends think that this is ridiculous. It was a horrible act. Everybody thought it was a horrible act. The Breonna Taylor thing was racist. That Breonna Taylor thing is something we should be like absolutely just like getting behind and be like, look, something's got to change. But then, guys, start looking closer. It's not a black-white thing, white-black thing. It's an everything thing. There's an abuse of power universally with police officers that have a bad chip within them. What we need, I said this to you guys last week, we need like a Jordan Peterson, something like that, to get out there and create some ridiculous survey, questionnaire, whatever it is, litmus test, so every single potential patrolman that walks through the door has a really good look over, okay? You keep hiring people that are racist. That's the problem, okay? So look a little closer, find out what kind of character you're bringing in. Start hiring based on character. And remember, you're going to go into a barber shop and find great barbers, and then there's that one that sucks, botches it. You don't go and say, I'm going to get rid of barbers. Police officers, a lot of police doing a lot of really, really good work helping. And again, someone played something to me that just baffled me. It was like, oh, call 911. It was the rioters. And they're also saying they don't want to defund the police. I'm like, what is going on with these people? And whoever just joined, I want you to see this clip. This is very important. This isn't me telling you what I believe. This is from the words, from the mouth of Nancy Peloison. Everything she touches turns to poison. That's right. She's Peloison.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic.
Yeah, look at that
and
grin.
It's self-evident.
Look at that stupid grin on her face. Wise is on. King Wise is on over on D-Live. Maybe he'll make his way over to YouTube as well and join Denise and anybody else who heads over to YouTube. If you haven't yet, please head over to YouTube. Subscribe and ding the bell over there. But Wise, I have to drop out his comment. He said she needs a pap smear. Yeah, but she does smear. I mean, what about that, guys? Did you see what it said? It was like, we create like fake news and you guys go out there and report it. And you go out and report it and it becomes real as soon as you validate the fact that it happened. I'm like, are you kidding me? She came out there bragging bragging about it. And guess what? No one's doing a thing about it. They're just taking it in. Oh, yeah, Trump is the worst person in history. He's Hitler. He's Hitler? Did he really see Hitler? Did he go out there and murder 6 million people in cold blood? I mean, it's the silliest thing. The way that these... Here's another thing that bothered me more than I could have been bothered in a very long time. I saw a picture yesterday of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and George Floyd. And George Floyd was like towering above the other two, and they're looking up like, good job, brother. You did it. You did it, brother. Good job. Like they had that look like, yeah, we won. And I'm like, are you kidding me? 5-time felon sitting there with those two powerhouse civil rights leaders. This guy didn't go out there in order to be a civil rights movement. He was murdered in cold blood. And the news has gone out there and created a civil rights movement around him. And you guys have just swallowed it up. And you see stuff like this and you're like, oh, down with the police. Down with the police. Oh, look at them. Look at these police right here. Oh, we got to take them down because they're horrible. Look at this guy. He doesn't deserve to do that. Oh, who? Someone filmed it really happened?
Watch him around you.
Oh, my goodness. No. Not allowed to protect yourself against a rioter who comes out of nowhere like LT and takes you out from behind. 15-yard penalty for that too, by the way. Yeah. No. Can't talk about that. We can't get into that, Mark. No. That's not allowed. That's racist. Everything's racist now. What is going on in this world? I'm sorry. I talk about it because I'm a guy who sees light. I don't see color of someone's skin. I'm saying it over. I saw someone yesterday say it, and I was like, are they watching the Real Talk program? Like, people should be judging based on your character, based on your actions, and based on the kindness that is being delivered from your heart to theirs. And if you don't have any kindness coming out of you, I don't care what your skin color says. I don't care what it looks like. I told you this yesterday. I could be in a room of 100 white people in a room. If all 99 of you have darkness coming out of your hearts, you are not my friends. 15 years. What was it, 15 years? It's crazy. But I'm saying, wise, it's a scary world. Guys, we have to fight to get our media back, okay? If you have not seen hashtag hoaxed with an ED at the end, go over to YouTube, download and watch it, and you will see that this is so much scarier than I'm playing it out for you right now. So much worse. I saw a clip of I think it was the main editor at CNN. It's like the main production editor. And he goes, yeah, well, you know, in college they talk about journalistic integrity, and we just laugh and we say, oh, isn't that cute? Integrity. Journalistic integrity. Isn't that cute? Because they understand it's about ratings. It's not about truth. It used to be Cronkite. It used to be, you're going to tune in to know what's going on in the world. I'm curious if someone knows when it switched over. Where like, it was like, look, the story now is to create as much shade as possible on what's actually going on. Let's lead the entire public in this direction while we do this. When did it all start? Who knows? Someone look it up. Google it for me. When did the news go from being honest to being so fraudulent that everybody out there calls them fake news? I told you, who the hell would not call them fake news when people like this exist? This is Nancy Pelosi. Playboison, I call her, because everything she touches turns to poison. And now I'm realizing, based on this video, this whole rip with the ripping up Trump's speech, it was totally designed. And how do you know that, Mark? Because this is what she said in 2017.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that news. this, and this.
Creep.
So they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic, and it's self-evident.
Oh, I freaking hate her, guys. What the hell? Are you kidding me? She's out there bragging about it. They smear someone, and then you guys report on it. And then it becomes validation. And all of a sudden it's true. Look, did you see that? Trump really did say he hates Mexicans. Trump really did say that he hates Muslims, whatever the heck. Trump really did say he wanted to create a Muslim, what's it called, a database. He never said that. Do you know that? Do you know he never even said those words at all? It was a reporter in the room who asked them, would it be something to ever consider to create a Muslim database of sorts? And Trump said, look, we're going to look into everything to protect this country. And the next day, Daily News or Times or wherever, Washington Post comes out and says, Trump wants to create a Muslim database. Now, all of a sudden, the Muslims hate Trump. Then the Mexicans hate Trump because apparently Trump hates Mexicans. If you go and watch the actual full video, don't look at the snippets that come at you from Crap News Network or from MSNB Crap. Go to the source. Source video, watch the whole thing. Don't watch the clips, guys. This is what they do when you watch the clips. Fake News 101. Oh, NYPD officers beat a man with their nightsticks during a protest. Those jerky police. Let's see what really happened.
Like, this is the guy, like, watch him ram Jeep.
What? LT? Wait a second. What's the byline to that story, guys? What is the byline to that story? Police beat man on street with their police batons, whatever the hell you want to call it? Or police protecting themselves from a rioter who comes out of nowhere like at 35 miles an hour like a buck, taking out the dude and starts punching him in the head. Oh, no. Doesn't fit the narrative. Fake news. Oh my goodness, guys, you want to get the news, the real news? Tune in here every day. I'm going to be dropping it for you. We're having people on constantly to have them interviewed. The Zoom camera is open. You want to come on and chat? Let's do it. I'm here. I was for a while saying to myself, I'm a little nervous about that, like getting on and just chat. I don't know where it's going to go. Look, you want to come on and chat about what's going on in this world? I feel like it's therapeutic for me to come out here and do this on a daily basis, even though for the longest time it was to try to stay away from it all and just build positivity for you guys to stay away from it, just like we were before. But I can't sit by idly and pretend this isn't existing. I can't hear this stupidity around me and hearing everybody drinking the Kool-Aid and then having the words come out of their mouth again. Yeah, well, Trump's Hitler. Trump's a racist. Trump's a xenophobe. Trump's an anti-Semite. Why? Because you heard it on MSNBC? Because you heard Don Lemonhead say it over and over and over? It's not true. None of it is true. In fact, if you look at the facts, if you look at some of the back end detail, wait a second, doesn't he have a daughter? He has a few daughters, I believe. Yeah, one of them's married to a man who's Jewish. And you know what? In order to be married to him, I don't know if in order to be, but she married him and she converted to Judaism. Now, would Hitler allow his daughter to convert to Judaism if he was an anti-Semite? Sorry, you just got blown out of the water with that one alone, okay? Would he have that person be one of his right-hand men in the office, the people that he trusts and says, you are going to help me lead through this entire crazy 4-year period or 8-year period that I'm going through? If he was an anti-Semite? Like, you guys, you just eat the porridge. You're like, oh, this one's nice and warm. Let me eat it. You're eating crap is what you're eating. You don't even realize how bad it is. And King Wise is popping it up there. Yeah, you know what it's like, buddy. Is that Mr. Burns' Trump? That's hilarious. Hey, George. I don't even know how Burns sounds. I haven't seen that Simpsons in, I think it's been around for 98 years, but I haven't watched it in about 27 years. But the bottom line is this, guys. I feel like we need to have more straight truth here. I'm going to have Marianne again on next week. I'm hoping to get a few more big people on here to chat about their perspectives on this, so I'll keep you in the loop on that. But like I said, I'm keeping the Zoom open every night now. So if anybody wants to send a message and say, look, I want to come on, I want to talk about this, I want to chat about this, I want to have a conversation and see if we can get to the bottom of some of our feelings on this. And again, I may not be right on everything. I just happen to feel like I am. I just happen to feel like right now I'm seeing it from the perspective of the guy who doesn't have a dog in the race. I do an impression of everybody. My Trump just happens to be really good. So I do him a lot. Sorry. I had someone offline recently say, listen, I love the show, but can you drop Trump? Don't do Trump anymore. I can't stand Trump. And I was like, look, I understand what you're saying. Like, people don't like Trump, but there are a lot of people that like Trump. And if you actually looked at the guy pre-2016, everybody loved Trump. So this is all a hit job, just like Peloison said here. And they've done a good job because they've turned off more than half the country to a guy who's very likable as far as I can see. I didn't watch politics for 400 days, but when I watch him, I laugh. I think he's a funny guy. Like, if you not watched and like started laughing when he just destroys reporters. Like, here's one of my favorite bits. You guys may not have seen this one. I'm going to play it for you right now, just because I think it's a funny bit. Okay. This was what Trump really feels, how he feels really about reporters. Okay. Because someone came out there, this has bothered me. Oh, Trump hates female reporters. He treats female reporters really badly. And I'm like, okay, let me watch this stupid clip. And it says Democrats, one of those stupid Democrats, what's it called? I forget. They have one of those things like impeach Trump, somethings, whatever. Anyway, so this is what happens, right? This guy's now backpedaling because everyone says he hates reporters, or at least female reporters. No, this is really what happens. Check it out.
Hammerlin Jameson, Donald Trump.
Coming at you live from the studio, Hammerlin Jameson. Donald J. Trump will be addressing us shortly. Let's see what he has to say.
I just wanted to quickly explain myself. Everybody's saying that I treat female reporters with less respect than male reporters. I hate you all equally. I want you all to leave me alone. So if you look at all the footage, what you'll see is I treat you all like crap. And that's how I work. Look, I think it's important that you understand that you're on the level of scum with me. That's right, whether you're a female reporter, if you're from China, if you're from Alabama, you're all cut from the same cloth. A crap cloth.
It's a crap cloth. That's what Trump thinks of all reporters. So when I hear some stupid, video pitch, again, fake news pitch that he doesn't like female reporters, like, no, he hates all reporters that talk to him like garbage. And I'll tell you what, as someone who's like a light empath, where when I feel energy, right, I'm watching some of these news reports and I could just feel this energy that's coming out of these people. And they'll say stuff like, how could you stand up there and say that things are going great? And I'm like, holy cow, what's going on here? You don't see that on the screen. That's what I hear and feel. And you know what? I feel like Trump may have a little bit of what I have, where like I feel it all. And I'm like, I swear I feel the devil coming out of these people. Like I hear it and it's so loud. And then all of a sudden you see Trump and it goes back to me. He's like, what a crap question. What a rotten person you are. I go home and I take a crap and I think about you. That's what's going on right now. Like what kind of question is that? Do you go home and floss your teeth and then think of these questions? Because honestly, you are probably the worst of the worst when it comes to fake news. And this is coming from a guy who likes to talk some fake news himself, but really, I give it to the people straight. Where you haven't said anything straight since you were 14 years old and you were in the broom closet with your friend Jared. That's right. I don't even know what the hell that means. But the bottom line, guys, is it's a smear campaign. It's clear as freaking day. And if you're on for the first time now and you have not seen the clip of Peloison, that's right, Nancy Peloison, Anti-Satan. What's up, buddy? Absolutely, buddy. Look, at the end of the day, I am literally here trying to get people to see what's actually happening.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear.
What?
And then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made.
And it's
a tactic.
It's smile coming. What a creep. What a creep. She's a creep. And then we just do we smear them and we create falsehoods. And then you guys, you report on it. And then it gives validation. Yeah, that's what happens. Unbelievable. That's what's freaking happening. Sandra, how are you? So good to see you. So this is basically, we got to go through a few things, guys, real quick. This is what happened just a couple of days ago. Dr. Soros is what happened. Just got to get to it because...
Ladies and gentlemen,
here we go.
The scene is set. Number 2.
Dr. Evil. Vladimir Putin's on the phone.
Dr. Evil, it's Vladimir. We have the news.
Well, it's really good to have you on the line, Vladimir. I'm so glad that our plan is working.
Right now is good mission. Is an American run.
Look, all I want you to know, Vladimir, is that we have to put the pressure on. More cities.
They riot in the street. Good.
Now to part 2, our secret weapon. You know who I'm talking about. Let's get him on the line.
Dr. Evil. George Soros is on the line.
George.
Dr. Evil.
What's the deal?
Can I play too?
What you got going on over there? Give us the scoop.
I want to play.
Let me put you on speaker. Yep, here we go. What do you got, George?
I'll put money in as well, and we could take over the solar system.
We have to find a way to stabilize Donald Trump as well.
Bring Trump Walker to me. I will turn him, or I will destroy him.
Where'd my stream go? I had a chat window working, and now it's not working. I don't know what happened here. Huh. Let's try to see if we can reopen it. I figured out a way to do this just recently. Chat window. Guys, we're going to try to turn the chat back on. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, my chat's off for some reason. Are we still on? Anybody still there? Denise said here, do you remember when the news reported that Peloison was a hunter? No, I never heard of that before. See if you could explain that to us, Denise. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know what happened to my chat. Oh, you know what? Let me try to log it out and see. All right, yeah, let's just close it and then see what happens when I reopen it. Because we lost it for some reason. I don't know why. All right, it's reloading. Let's see if it works. Looks like we're good. So I want to play you guys something here. This is a song that Denise actually suggested the other day. And I never played it before, but it's a really cool song, actually. And I don't know if I could find it easily. Let me see if I can get back to E chords. And it's a Prince tune. And we did it, just a short version of it the other day before I got booted off the, the show. The show got booted off the air. I don't know what happened, but we got back on and did another 2 hours and 15 minutes. Anyway, let's put this on here. It's called Purple Rain. All right, let's see. Again, never played it before. We're going to try our best here. If I can find the right version. There we go. Oh, and we also got the stupid freaking windows popped up, guys. Let's see how long that lasts. This lady's arm is in the way. I gotta take a picture of this one of these days so you guys see how obnoxious this is. Literally, lady's arm is in the way. Oh, good. We got it open. All right, here we go, guys. If we're going to do it, we got to do it right. It's amazing how much this goes out of tune from like one night. Tells me my humidity levels are switching a lot. All right, we're good. You guys ready for this? I am. I'm ready for it. Never meant to cause you any sorrow. Never meant to cause you any pain. Only want to see you one time living. Only want to see you living in the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. I only wanna see you bathing in the purple rain. I never wanna be your weekend lover. Only wanna be some kind of friend. Baby, I could never steal you from another. Sorry to shake my friends, you made I do. Purple rain, purple rain. Oh, it's purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Oh, I only wanna see you underneath the purple rain. Oh, honey, I know the times are changing. Oh, that time we do something new. That means that you do. You say you wanna be a leader, but you can't seem to make up your mind. Purple rain, rain, oh, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. I only want to see you in the purple rain. Oh, 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 oh. So, this is the first time I ever played that all the way through-ish. I'm live again. Yes, I could see you on the chat, Denise. Glad to see you here. I'm going to see if we can grab some more people over from the Fache page. Guys, if you're on the Fach, you should be heading over to the YouTubes. Okay, when you're on the YouTubes, we're going to have a lot of fun. That was a little Purple Rain for you. How was that, Denise? Thank you for giving me the suggestion. Again, every time you give me a suggestion, I give it a shot. This is the song I've been really enjoying playing lately. Obviously, it's a little song by a man named... I can't believe this isn't on for you. I'm sorry about that. Little song by a man... Well, this Eric Clapton played it. I don't know how Clapton played it. I don't know who originally came up with All of Me. I kind of want to do this a little different today. Let's see how this goes. Can you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I'll never use them. Take my lips, I'll never use them. Say but when I said your goodbyes, let me without use that cry. How could I go on without you? You took the part, the ones with my heart. Someone I told to take hold of me. Your goodbyes, you left me without you. Oh, that quiet to quiet to quiet. How could I go on? How could I go on without you? Oh, you took the part, oh, that once was my own. Oh, and why not take all of me? All of me. Why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? You took the part that once was mine. So why not take all of me? Last time I said your goodbyes, then left me without all that crowded. How could I go on without you? You took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all of me? I say, no, why not take all of me? One more time I say, no, why not take all of me? Do, do, do. I don't know, Denise. I see a couple, but I think people are hiding tonight. I think they're there, but they're hiding. We don't know if Dag's coming on or anything. Let me see if I can send Dak a quick message. Sometimes he's on the other feed. Let me see if we can send him a quick note. I'm sending him a quick note. The Dagmeister General. All right, so that was a little song called All of Me. I'm going to play you a song of my own right now because this is what we do. Play a little something, something. I'm going to play the first song I ever wrote. How about that? This is a song called I Ask Myself. myself, why? I ask myself, why? I see this world this way. I ask myself, why? The media decides to portray everything in the worst possible light. It's not right. We should be fighting the light. We should be building for something higher than ourselves. Right now we're just living in the mud. I don't know what it's like to hate, unless it's hating fake news. 'Cause I don't know what it's like to run and hide. No, I'm going to stand up and put my chest out and say this is really what's going on. I know it's kind of scary, but we've got to get up together and come together. Ooh, I ask myself why I see this world this way. Oh, I ask myself. Why I see this world this way. I ask myself, I ask myself why I am the way I am. Why are we hating on each other? Say, well, I ask myself why. Why I am the way I am. I ask myself why. I ask myself. I ask myself. Ask myself again. Is loneliness my friend? Is loneliness my friend? Try to tell me that I'm down. I ask myself. Haven't played that in a while. We like to get into it. If you're on, say hello. Maybe I'll make a song out of it. I was hoping my friend Dane would come on. We got so in the mix yesterday with this video we were playing, getting to the bottom of the pandemic, that I didn't get to write a song in real time for Esther. I was going to do that for my man Dane, so I'm hoping he pops on at some point today so I could say hello and apologize about that and see if we can create a song for today for her birthday. It'd be a belated birthday for Esther. Belated birthday song. That is something you can order a song. You can order a face swap. You can order a voicemail. You want me to do Donald Trump on your voicemail? You've reached Tom. Tom is not available to take your phone call. And if you're a Democrat, you can lose his number. That's right. If you're not voting Trump, then we don't want to talk to you. Big league. Unless, of course, you're somebody who wants to use Tom's services. And then you could be a Democrat. That is okay. But otherwise, you stink. I think that's really what would happen if you had someone do a little message. That's why I always suggest get Christopher Walken. It'd be much better. Well, you reached Tom. Right now, he's at the job site. He's at the dentist. Currently, he's picking up some food from the store. Right now, you can't reach Tom. He's at Home Depot. And whatever, you know. Signs. The problem, I think, is I got to try to stay away from doing too many covers, I think. Because of what's going on out there. I got a song for you. This is a song called You or Me. Unfortunately, this is the way the media is portraying everything right now. It's a really cool tune I wrote. And it goes like this. You or me. It's either you or me. That's the bottom line. That's the way they're trying to do it. They're trying to divide us. This was written about somebody treating you like crap, and then you say, look, it's either you or me. But the media is trying to say that about everybody as a collective so they can get your vote one way or the other. Just keep that in mind. Watch some real news. This song is fire, guys. Get ready. It's the dawn of existence. It's appreciating your attention to diversity. As I sing with jubilation, it's the voiding voice of reason, breathing sympathy. The sign did say you'd lead me there, but disappointment reigns in buckets full of misery. You wanna know how I feel? Think you've lost your life appeal? Afraid to face another day. You don't have to throw your life away. It'll be okay. No, you'll find a way back home, baby. You'll run away from here. It's either you or me. It's either you or me. It's either you or me. Take a picture of perfection, masked away behind your sense of insecurity. As I sing with jubilation, it's the guiding voice of reason, breathing sympathy. The sign did say you'd lead me there, but disappointment reigns in buckets full of misery. Wanna know how I feel? Think you've lost your life appeal? You're afraid to face another day. You don't have to throw your life away. It'll be okay. You know you'll find a way back home, maybe. Run away from here. It's either you or me. 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 Wrote that a long time ago, people. Cool tune, though, right? I want to show you guys something. Look at this. You see this? Let me see if you can see what's going on over there. What is going on over here? I feel like Matthew McConaughey in the movie Dazed and Confused with this head. Look at this head. Nice head. Hey, nice head over there. What are you doing? Well, I'm trying to keep it down. Bottom line is, look at this. Like, we could go like this if you want and just make it happen. Like, hey, what happened to Mark's head? Be like, well, he hasn't had his hair cut since 74, apparently. Bob Ross. We're gonna make a beautiful little tree here in the corner. Look at that beautiful tree right there. And if you grab a little brush here and you squeegee it out, it turns into, that's right, the Empire State Building. I'm trying to get it right for you guys. How's that? The good thing is I have a screen here so I can sort of see. This is melon head. Look at this melon head. Are you kidding me? I'm going melon head on it. Okay, there we go. Melon head in it. I'm working it. Work that melon head, kid. Sheesh. He's not kidding around when he says melon head, like McGillicuddy head. That's what we call this thing. There we go. I'm going as crazy as possible for that. Yeah! What? Yeah, baby! Vanessa, can we go out for dinner? I think Dr. Evil might be there. That's right. We're going to go in with my beautiful Vanessa. I'm Dr. Evil. What are you doing, Dr. Evil? Are you going to let me out again? I'm not going to do that at all. Okay, Austin Powers. This is the last time you get out of my evil plan. My escape routes will be blocked this time. He's got a little Trump going there at the end. Look at that melon head guy. You saw this guy on the street. He'd probably be one of the victims. I got to tell you something. Listen, I thought about something pretty crazy today. Think about this for a second. When you don't see color, and the only thing you fear is the reality, okay? I thought about this, like how some people would say, well, yeah, but when you see, if you saw I started stereotyping. I know I shouldn't do that, but I started stereotyping. I started saying, okay, so if you saw a black man stand in front of you with like a threatening gaze, would that affect you? Okay, now if a white man was standing across from you with a threatening gaze, would that affect you? And I'm like, yeah, both things would affect me. I'm like, okay. But I'm the worst case scenario. I don't like fighting, and I like positivity. So I'm thinking about it like me. I'm saying, okay, so if a guy shows up in front of me and he's got a bunch of tattoos on, am I going to feel warm and comfortable? Or my first thought's going to be, this guy may jump on me. I don't know. Again, there's a quick reaction thing where you see like tattoos on the face, like Mike Tyson. If I saw Tyson walk up with a face, I didn't know who Tyson was, but I saw a face tattoo, I'd be like, that dude scares me. Let me stand back for a second here, okay? And just make sure that Juan Julio over there isn't going to jump in my fotch, okay? Because I've seen a lot of that. Like Juan Julio right here. Like, just in case he forgets his name, maybe. I don't know. Not really sure what that's about. Like, oh, look. I forgot in the mirror I did Juan Julio backwards, so I remembered my name is Juan Julio. When you look at it, straightforward, it's Ulajin Nuej. Uanij Nuej. It looks a little weird when I'm looking at it, but then in the mirror, it makes sense. Guess he didn't get the 200 points on his SATs when he wrote his name. They're like, name here. He was like, he wrote name here. He didn't know. I don't know what I'm talking about right now, guys. I'm going to play one more song at least. Okay, guys, we've been on for an hour, 37 minutes, and 40 seconds. I think we should make up a song. We haven't done that in a while. Again, if Dane was on, I'd be rocking something out for him right now. But maybe it will be for tomorrow with Dane on Friday Night Live. I stand all alone. The boat in the middle of the middle of life. All plans come to a close. And if you think that you know it's coming around the corner, got a surprise, 'cause you never know what cement blocks coming at you. See? I've been in a haze. Got me phased. Is there a way to find the truth? 'Cause everywhere I turn, I feel the negativity, and now that it but you never know, 'cause they keep hiding you. And if you're trying to speak out, you get silenced before you have a chance to breathe. But keep trying, you're gonna break through. And if you need me, just call another. I'll be there for you. When your heart begins to breathe, and you see we are one species, we're all the same. If we love each other, we're gonna find the light. If we help each other, you're gonna find the light. If we don't hide, we can benefit from the light. Benefit from the light. And if you change now, I promise you'll feel the positivity of your way. And on this Thursday night, we can make some real change. Just spread the light, spread the love, spread your words around and make someone
day. Sometimes you make up the darndest songs in real time. So here we are, halfway through this wild view. Hard to imagine things getting worse from here, but they're going to. And with 9.5 years left in this decade, we've got to turn it around. 'Cause I won't let my kids grow up in a world of hatred. No, I'm gonna build the light, gonna change the world if it's just me. 'Cause I'm sick of them telling me to be some way that just don't feel right inside. You can only be lied to long enough before you say I've had enough. I'm gonna rebel. 'Cause if there was protesting on the street for fake news, I would be on the front lines as well. 'Cause I love my fellow man and my fellow human beings. We're all the same. When you walk with light in your heart, I want to be your friend, your eternal friend. 'Cause I'm looking to connect with you right here on Real Talk every night and forever, because we need each other. We're meant to be together, yeah. We're meant to love each other, all walks of life. We're meant to help each other thrive. Yeah, that's the way we're supposed to live our lives. But I don't see it going down. I see a lot of crap being thrown around, and I'm over it. I'd like to break a string with how much I'm pissed about all this SHIT shit. It all rhymes. And if you've had enough, join me, let's rebel here. Let's keep our conscience clear. Have no fear. Right here, your spirit can roam free. Let your love propel the world now. A little faster tonight. Oh, I'm speeding through the night. try to divide us. We need to come together. We need to tell them to go, to go. 'Cause I only wanna see smiles. It may take a while for you to realize that you're my friend. I see through your skin color. I look at the color of the light coming out of you. And if you are trying to help your fellow man through, you're everything I strive to be, my friend. One thing I can say to you is we all have a mission. This is mine. I'm gonna shine every day. I'll let your worries unwind. 'Cause we have to let it all out if we wanna stay safe. Want to remain lost in the matrix, that's your choice. But if you take that red pill and you open up your eyes and open up your mind, what you gonna find is this time you got left is something to fight for, it's something to explore, and you're missing the most important detail. You're missing this moment now. You give into hatred and division, you lose your place in life. You lose your place in life. You need to be a light bearer and affect change, and don't listen to the deranged people all around. Sometimes I just want to like cry when I finish up some of those improvisations. I just feel so much anger in this world. It's like
Ladies and gentlemen, you demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear.
Sorry. I think that's what's getting me worked up. Is that Pelosi thing? Is just knowing how that smile on her face. That's her way of saying we fool everybody always. We always pretend one thing and it's another thing. You didn't know that? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We create stories, falsehoods about people, and then you guys. And the crazy thing is,
with all of that going on and everything that actually is happening out there right in front of our eyes to try to mask us and then also divide us, if you listen to what I just said in that improv right there, that is the way for us to find happiness. I don't even know what I said. I just know it was real. It was the moment happening and everything was tying together. I know when that happens, when I'm in the middle of some of those moments when I'm improvising a song and I know it's working. I don't think. It just, the words come to me, guys. The universe speaks through me. Some of my best songs I've ever played for you and that I've ever written, they came out of me in a split second because I always thought it was God like getting these words out through me in a way when I was younger. Now I think it's the spirit of the universe. We're all meant to leave something for this planet. Mine is to leave songs and leave entertainment and impressions and whatever to take us through this time that we're going through. Because honestly, there's not enough positivity in shows that are intending to bring us up. I see a lot of crap, and I'm very interested in like investigative journalist type of stuff now. All of a sudden I'm looking at it, I'm like, ooh, this is cool. I want to see if this guy will come on the show. I want to see if she'll come on the show. But I realize whenever I open my mind up to a new topic, I become extremely, I'm very interested in learning about things I don't know about. And I work off of the things I do know about, but honestly, at the end of the day, I don't know much. I think the most important thing to realize is that you know very little. Okay. We all think we know so much, but realize there is so much out there, so much information that you will never come across, and so much information that you would be like, wow, that's amazing. And you'll never come across it. Okay. So whatever you think you know, and I think one of my mentors, I'm actually meeting with him tomorrow, Jim, he said, I haven't seen him in a while. I'm excited to see him. It's been, I think I saw him when I was about 70 days into this. I haven't seen him since. And I remember he said, everything that you know in your life, he goes, you could put into a thimble. He goes, and that's how little you know. And I was like, wow, it's pretty interesting to say. He's also the guy who said to me, change the way you look at things and the things you look at change. And I think about that. Nobody's doing it right now. Everyone's thinking about what they're seeing and they're like, oh. So change the way you look at it. Change the way you look at every single thing that's being put in front of your face right now. And what you look at will change. What does that mean? Let's just break that down for a second. Let's look at my pic real quick, okay? When I look at this pic like this, right? It's pretty cool, right? I'm looking at the pic, but it has a specific feeling. Why does it have that feeling? Because, I don't know, maybe because it's pointing up. Maybe because it gets more narrow, like it's almost saying like that's the sky is like you're lifting yourself up. Now, all of a sudden, if I change the way I look at it, and now I'm looking at it this way, I'm going to have a whole different feeling. I'm looking at it differently now. Same thing as when you look at something negatively and you change the way you look at it into a positive perspective, you're going to find something within yourself. You're going to find a new appreciation for whatever that is, first of all. And I find myself still, sometimes I'm not doing it. Sometimes I'll be like, and I got to get myself out of that funk and just say, okay, let me look at that from a different perspective. Change the way I look at it. That's Dr. Wayne Dyer. Dr. Wayne Dyer said, change the way you look at things and the things you look at change. And that was from my mentor, Jim, that told me that. Love it. And I lived by that for a very long time until I started creating my own quotes. Now I live by things like when someone says you can't, smile and thank them for the fuel. That's mine. Or please tell me I can't. Please tell me you don't think I can. I look forward to disappointing you. And one of my favorites to date is helping people pays a different type of currency. And a smile has an energetic value that costs 0 to the currency holder. I actually have like a slideshow of my quotes that we went through one day. Here, we should do that again one day. Just rock through them so you guys can see. I'm always blown away by them myself. There's some good stuff in there. Should we try to find it real quick? I don't think I have that slideshow open, do I? Let's see. Oh, image slideshow. Did I have one? No, I guess I don't. Never mind. Let's just see if we can create one real quick. Quotes, guys. There's some good quotes in there. That's the only reason I'm thinking this. I don't know where it is, though. What the hell? What the hell? All right, let's just see if there's a way to get in there. I don't see it. All right, whatever. I don't know how to find the actual files. Where are the files? I don't see the files. All whatevs. Yeah, it didn't work. Let's just get rid of that. I just don't want to have something random inside my scene. Anyway, guys, bottom line is a few things, obviously. This show is continuing to grow. I mean, just with you guys, of course. Oh, thank you, Denise. Denise likes the way I'm playing All Apologies lately. Should I play that one for you guys real quick? And it's actually kind of where I got the vibe for that song. Can you tell, Denise? There's the same chord progression, or it's the same chords as All Apologies. And we just created a song with the same chords. Let me see. I'm going to try to open something up here. Let's see. We've been on for 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 26 seconds. Crazy. Let's just play this real quick because it's Playboison. It'll be right about 2 hours.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic, and it's self-evident.
Look at that stupid smile. I can't stand her stupid smile. She pisses me off, that smiley head. Dude, look at this head. Seriously? I want to find Pelosi on the streets and be like, hey, lady, what are you doing? What are you doing over there? All right, let's play you one more song here at 2 hours, the 2 hour mark, okay? I can't believe my head of hair. I love it. This is like my favorite thing right now is to have this head of hair. I got a head of hair, guys. He's a crazy head. Look at my crazy head. All right, so one final track for the evening I want to play for you guys, okay? Let's get our crazy head going. There we go, crazy head. Eraserhead. Do you guys ever see Eraserhead? I watched that in college. It's kind of what Eraserhead looked like right there. Let's just get back to normal-ish. I'm Kramer. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Jerry. Hey. Oh, you want to hear you? See, this is what I was hoping, Denise. I got to tell you. My hope was that one day I'd be playing songs that people will say, oh, I love, and I want you to play, and they're my songs instead of me playing covers. So, and with that in mind, I'm going to play you another one right now so you can start keeping these in mind, okay? Here's a song. It's my wife's favorite song of mine. It's called What a Day.
Shine your love down on me. Should've never run. It always is blazing in the sun. Poseidon, he lacks sure intensity. Lying in waiting, wasted in the wind. The grounds will shake when you find your place in life. You struggle just to keep that hope alive. Kick back, give thanks for all the joy you feel inside. Don't be a stranger all the days of your life. I know for sure I've made some big mistakes through my years. No difference in the end. Some will judge you wrong. Some will hold you closer to the heart. Easy come, easy go. Easy for a while. You will not be the same. Some will judge you wrong. Some will hold you close. Some will judge you wrong. Some will hold you closer to the heart. Oh, today easy for a while. The grounds will shake when you find your place in life. Ooh. The grounds will shake when you find your place in life. Ooh. Easy for a while. And let it all hang down. We shouldn't ever run. It's an oasis blazing in the sun. And both side ending legs, your intensity rising with voices gently and wasting in the wind. The grounds will shake, oh, when you find your place in life. You struggle just to keep that place in line. Kick back, give thanks for all the joy you feel inside. Don't be a stranger to all the days of your life. Ooh. Easy for a while, and then you will not be the same way. Easy, easy, easy. It's easy for a while. Easy for a while. Then some will judge you wrong. Some will hold you closer to the heart. Easy come, easy go, easy for a while, and then you will not be the same way. Some will judge me wrong. Some will hold me closer to the heart. Oh, the day. Oh, what a day. I wrote that song in maybe 2002. Let's say 2002. This stupid noggin ahead. Yeah, QW, right? I mean, it gets so bad, bud, that I'm just like, during the show, I'm just whacking it out. I'm going crazy with the hair dress. It's just, what the hell is this thing? I got to get the hair done. I got to get a hair done. Now, QW said, okay, now play it backwards. How about I just play you another original, okay? So that was one of my songs right there. And that's a song called What a Day. It's my wife's favorite song I've written. Actually, this is another one of her favorites. I wrote this song in 2003. It's called I Need to Be Alone. Sometimes, guys, it's important to spend some time alone. You know what I got going on over here? I got a fan over here because it gets a little hot. In the winter, I got the heater on, and in this now spring going into summer, I got the fan on. And this wire seems to really annoy me. I didn't realize it was in my face always. Let me try to do that so it's not in my face while we're talking. Anyway, this is a song called I Need to Be Alone, and I wrote this one. Wrote 2 songs in one night. Actually, this was probably written a little earlier than that. Anyway, it's a cool tune. Let me try to get this out of my fotch. How's that? Better? Check, 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 check. I think I'm going to be singing up here, though, guys. All right, there we go. How's that? Any better? That stupid wire is annoying as hell. Okay, guys, we're into it now. I Need to Be Alone. back and I'm leaving. And there's no turning back all alone. And that's okay with me. And still with the crowd. Few follow proud. And the memories fall like these droplets from my eyes. I need to be alone. I need to be alone. La 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 la. And I'm standing on my own again. On again, again. Down. I need to be alone. I'm waiting for some things to be pure I'm needing. And I'm bleeding inside, but I know there's always a brand new day. And it's not that far away, oh, and there's nothing left to say. I need to be alone. I need to be alone. broken down. I need to be alone. I need to be alone. To be alone. Same faces, same people, same hours, same moments. Keep following me alone. I can't get away. No, no, I can't get away from me. I'm broken down. I need to be alone. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I need to be alone. No, no, no. I need to be alone. La, 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 la. Be alone. Oh, 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 I need to be alone. 'Cause I feel like I'm finding myself again. Oh. 'Cause I feel like I'm finding myself again. 'Cause I feel like I'm finding myself again. Yeah, I feel like I'm finding myself again. You find yourself when you spend some time alone. And when you are alone and you're in front of a camera and you have a noggin that looks like this, you go with it, guys. I gotta get it cut this week. I mean, seriously, I've been staying away from all kinds of people. Okay, I'm thinking about cutting it myself and just coming out here with like less of an eraserhead tomorrow. How about that? So that's my song. I Need to Be Alone. We're an original night for you. We're just doing it. It's I'm gonna play you one more original. Let's see what else I can pull out for you here. Some things here. It's either you or get rid of that. I ask myself. Get rid of that too. No, 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 no. All right, let's see. Q-Dubs over here said, can you play it as fast as you can? The BeatSeat? All right, we'll play something for you, and we'll get into it, because there's a song I have here that I wrote, an instrumental that does that. It rises, and it falls. Let's see how it sounds. I don't know. We gotta go better. My shoe's untied. Is it? I don't think it is, buddy. No, it's not. That's just the wire behind me, my man.
I woke up the whole house to Q-dubs. I had to wake up the whole house for you, Q-dubs. Hold on.
Self-fulfilling. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic, and it's self-evident.
Tactic. Freaking tactic. And this is the problem with Peloison. And I don't know if you guys saw Trump. This is Trump today. He came out with he's very proud of what's happening out there. I don't blame him. Here you go. Check this out. Just a little earlier.
Hammerlin Jameson coming at you live from the studio. Donald J. Trump talking the transition to greatness. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the warm welcome. I don't get too many of those on a daily basis. In fact, it's mostly slings and arrows for Trump. Oh, we didn't like what you did. Why don't you do better? How much better can I do than lowest unemployment in history? 7 million people off of food stamps. Telling China, look, you better start to deal with the United States. It's not a one-way street. It's been a one-way street with China for way too long until Trump came along and said, we're going to put China on notice. Over here, you do nothing to promote the positive things going on in the country. It's always a hit job. Oh, we're going to get Trump this time. Gotcha. Oh, look. Gotcha, Trump. You got nothing. Okay? I'm Donald J. Trump. I've been winning Big League. We're going to win Big League again. We're going to transition to greatness. Okay? I'm taking over for a lackluster president in Barack Obama. I mean, seriously? He did absolutely nothing for the nation. Barack Obama did very well for Barack Obama.
I don't know where the heck I come up with these things, but like every day I got a new one. I can't believe I keep coming up with them. Because especially if you think about it, some of these are just like out of nowhere. Like, let me go back and play you one here that I'm pretty proud of and give me a chance to go and grab a drink real quick because I'm out. Here we go. Here we go.
It's Al. Al, it's good to hear your voice, Al.
Why don't we give Jack a call?
We should call Jack. Let's give him a ring, see how he's doing.
Look, I'm gonna give him a call right now.
Hey, Al, how you doing?
We got Christopher Walken on with us, too.
Jack, how are you?
Chris, Al, always good to hear your voices.
I'm here, quarantine. Yeah, it's been wild. Georgianne and I were trying to find activities to stay busy, but honestly, not much to do here. In Connecticut, we're locked down.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm really worried about what this COVID's gonna do.
I just want to be honest with you. We're screwed.
Who knows? The COVID is crazy. It comes after us all. You don't know. You have no idea.
How you feeling about that?
I'm not feeling too good about that, Al.
So, Jack, what have you been up to? What are you doing with this off time?
The Lakers aren't on. A little pissed off about that.
And now, no hoops.
So what have you guys been up to?
I got a script I'm working on. Yeah, it's called Trump Takes Over the World. I'm thinking about playing Donald Trump. Been working on the voiceover for it. Check this out.
Oh, I'm Al Pacino. What do you think?
It's not your best work.
It's not for you.
I want to get back out there.
Look, we should do this more often. It would be great if we can somehow get out of these houses and meet somewhere for coffee, perhaps. Maybe a steak sandwich. But I can't leave my house. I'm in quarantine.
I get it.
Hey, look, guys, I gotta get going. Beverly's gonna be home soon. Kid's gonna be here. I hope you have a good quarantine.
Look, next time you're gonna have a Zoom call, make sure you reach out to me. That's it.
You guys want to have another Zoom call next week?
I'll make sure to be available.
Yeah, well, it's always good talking to you guys.
I'll catch you later.
I'll see you guys. Have a good day.
Gotta go now. So long.
Perfect timing. It's we call pretty good timing right there. All right. I'm going to play another thing so I can get myself situated here. What else we got? We got a lot. I got so much I could play for you guys. But let's play something that may be a little bit humorous. You may think is kind of humorous. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. I don't know. We'll give it a shot.
Yeah, so I took that job with Donald Trump, right? Yeah. And he says, hey, give me some funny. So, hey, how about calling it the Fluhan? Hey, you really like that. Hey, and then I said, I got another. And so I said, how about you call him President G-Hole?
How about that? President G-Hole. That's what I'm talking about. Those are mine. I made those up. The other one's Peloison, which you see on the screen today. Nancy Peloison. Everything she does the Peloison. It's what happens. Stack to the Future. Did you see this? It's kind of crazy. January 11th, 2020. A small village in China called Wuhan. There's an outbreak of epic proportions. Was it SARS? The Spanish flu? No. All this and more. The next Unsolved Mystery. Update. March 11th, 2020. The sky is falling. Everyone's freaking out. Trying to find a cure to coronavirus. Is it the end of humanity? Or will we make it through? Find out on the next Unsolved Mysteries. Update. May 11th, 2020. The Fluhan is taking over the world. Will the United States hold President G-Hole accountable? Join us on the next Unsolved Mysteries. So if you're not familiar with the story behind this, it's called Stack to the Future. Robert Stack passed away. He was cryogenically frozen. He is brought back to life in the year 2150. Okay, and they're kind of there at the facility where they do this, and they're like, "Look, we finally figured it out. We need to. Who's going to be the first test subject? It's almost like the vaccine we're trying to figure out for the coronavirus. Like, who's going to be the first one we try with?" And they're like, "Well, we can't start with Walt Disney. Nope, because what if something goes wrong? So let's not do with Disney." They're like, "What about some guys? Like, what about Ted Williams? They're like, his head is massive. Leave him in there for a little while." You're like, okay, well, how about some guy in the back goes, "What about Robert Stack?" And they're like, "Who?" And they're like, the guy from Unsolved Mysteries is like, "January 24th. And they're like, "Really, that guy?" They're like, "Yeah, he's in the back. His head's not too large." And so they're like, "Let's do it." So they're like, the benefit is he will bring Unsolved Mysteries back to life. So it's 2150. And of course, what's right in the scope in the year 2150 is the year 2020. In the year 2020, June 12th, 2020, 12:35 a.m., the Real Talk program. Join us next time on the next Unsolved Mysteries. You guys missed what I did today. I took the... let me actually show you. I'll show you what I did. Because it looks better than what I did for you earlier. And if we can make a funny bit out of it, you'll be like, oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there, kid. I see what you did there, kid. Check it out. That's pretty cool over there. I'm going to try this. Let's see. This is called Soros. Soros Gone Wild. Let's call it that. How about that? Soros Gone Wild. You guys ever heard that dude talk? Creepy. I'm just saying. It sounds like a creep. Sounds like a creep. And then to know what he's doing, creep. Super creep. Super creep. Super creep. Super creep. And Q-Dubs. Anybody else that's out there, head over to YouTube. Subscribe and ding the bell over there. That's where Denise is. You can hang out with Denise right now. And I'm going to probably play you guys one more song to end this off, okay? And I'm definitely playing this bit for you as soon as it uploads. It's just going to take a second here. So let me play you something else in the interim. Let's see what I got here. I got so much stuff. This is ridiculous. Now, so I'm going to play you two things. Ready? So here's the first part. Here we go.
Now, I understand you have a question?
Yes. Why do you keep calling it the Chinese flu and the Fluhan?
Well, look, it's Fluhan because it came from Wuhan. And let's be honest, if Xi was more open and honest about what happened there, we could have saved lives. You know, he's been a real Xi-hole, if you ask me. President Xi-hole. I don't like Xi-holes, so I'm not that impressed with President Xi. I might call him a Xi-hole to his face.
I love that. I might call him a Xi-hole to his face. Dane, my brother's on. I'm so excited. Dane, I'm so sorry about last night, pal. I've so much intended to play a song for Esther, to create a song for Esther, and we just got going on that. We got going on that doc about the pandemic, and all of a sudden we did basically the full hour and 15 minute. We did an hour of the hour and 15 minutes. There's only 15 minutes left. We could probably get to it later because it's already 12:37 over here. 2 hour and 43 minute show. I'll stay on for another 3 hours. I'm just saying. My man Q-Dubs, no pressure, brother. Stay where you are in D-Live. Just saying, I love seeing everybody together and sharing. So anyway, let's see if we can rock this for you real quick. My man Dane, we got to do this. This is going to be a belated birthday song for Esther. We're going to create the song right now. And let me try to figure something out here. It's on. Good. Okay, so let me play this for you real quick before we do the song for Dane. There it is. Ready? So here we go. You guys want to get into it? George Soros calling into the Real Talk program. George, are you there?
Hi, Mark.
George.
It's George.
All right, I hear you.
I wanted to see if I could buy your vote.
What?
I'm having too much fun playing with elections. I'm looking for influencers that could get rid of Trump.
Ah.
We're going to beat Trump with fake news.
Oh, you're doing a great job already of that, George.
You name the price in Soros Foundation pay.
Well, are you serious?
How about $50,000?
What?
How about $100,000?
You just
The key is to trigger internal struggle and stop progress for Donald Trump.
You've already done
I
that.
pay you to help me. This mission, should you choose to accept it, must remain completely anonymous, like all hopes for Donald Trump.
You are such a creep, dude. I mean, seriously, you got your thumbs in everything.
Let's
Creep.
bid $500,000 for a no to Trump, a yes to Biden. It's important we vote Biden in. I give you $1 million.
What?
Is it good? I have my son Alex call you with details. This message will self-destruct in 10 seconds.
I have to put that the Mission Impossible music in there. Dane, you remember that part, buddy? You were on during that. I actually think that may have been when you tuned in during that show. So, a song for Esther.
Someone that challenges us and helps us find ourselves. This person you look up to. Before the day confusion is a relative word. What it's like to be walking around wondering, will she be found? And I look westward, I see Esther. I'll be sequestered with her. Oh, happy birthday, Esther. Let me explain. This song's from Dane. Let me explain. This song's from Dane. He's down, you lift him up. When he's grounded, he helps you up. You're there for each other. Ain't that a wonderful thing? Ooh, so happy birthday, Esther. Happy birthday, Esther, from Dave. Happy birthday, Esther, sequestered with Esther. But man, Dane, it's hard to explain. I have for you. Hard to explain. It's a song to Esther from Dane. Happy birthday. just
I'm not sure if Dane was able to stick around for that, but someone can let him know. We did the song that I should have done yesterday. I feel bad. But honestly, I don't know if it would have been as good as it was just now. Everything's meant to happen the way it's meant to happen. And if I had attempted the song yesterday, I was so on fire about the whole pandemic, it may not have been very good. But I think that was actually a pretty decent tune. I don't know. What do you guys think? Feedback? That's a little song for our buddy Dane out there. If you're there, buddy, that was for you, pal. I appreciate all of your support. Guys, you can have a custom song like that written. All you have to do is go to my website and order it. You can go there and support the program, order a face swap, a voicemail. You could support me on Patreon, which would be pretty cool. That's patreon.com/Mark Pyers Real Talk. Really easy to get to. But I've been live for 528 days in a row with you. And I do, like, this is 2 hours and 52 minutes, and we're still going. I'm going to do another song at least right now. This is what we do every day. Do about maybe 2.5 to 5.5 hours. And the honest truth of this is, it's just us, this small group. But you know what? Groups grow, especially when we're doing what's important, which is building each other up. And I'm going to just keep showing up, unscripted. Just let the magic of life happen. I'm going to have a lot of interviews over here. QW said, so can I order a song of one of your other songs, but backwards? Well, I mean, realistically, buddy, I would feel bad, like, charging you for that, because I could just take the song and put it through a software and then reverse it for you. That I wouldn't even think it would be fun. Like, it'd be better to just give it to you in reverse. But I guess to do it in the first place would be something. Because I could make one for Q-Dubs. I'd be like, QW, what are you doing, QW? Look, QW, whenever you come to the White House, you can't use the gold toilet, okay? The gold toilet is off limits to QW, all right? Look, Melania, whenever Q-Dubs comes by, he can't use the gold pooper, all right? I won't allow it. I'm not allowing the gold pooper to be invaded by Q-Dubs, okay? Because when Q-Dubs comes over, first of all, he brings that extra, it's like citrus. He's got a little bit of citrus in his poops. And when he goes on the toilets, all of a sudden, he puts holes in the porcelain. I'm afraid of my gold having a QW hole in my gold pooper. Yes, my gold toilet has a gold bidet. Sometimes I'll have Melania sit on that gold bidet while I go poop on the gold toilet. I'll let her sit on the bidet, because that's cleaning her butt. Cleaning off the dirty Slovenianness, okay? But if she doesn't do that, sometimes there's a smell. It smells almost like the Eastern European bloc. I don't know. It's just something like that. And I still sort of like it. It's a weird thing. Okay, look, I grew up on the east side of New York, and we had the smell of Eastern Bloc Europe from time to time. I would walk down the street, and I'd be like, ooh, what's that whiff of disgustingness? Oh, it's just Eastern European Bloc. And look, I like it a lot. I'm going to find a wife one day, sit in the toilet while I sit in the bidet, or vice versa. She can't go on my gold toilet. She may infect the gold. We gotta have that gold stick around beyond our life cycle. Denise, you're right. Music is the poetry of the soul. And sometimes I think my Trump impression's like music. Just like, seriously, Q-Dubs will like push me along the line. You're not seeing all this, Denise, because Q-Dubs is over on the D-Live platform. But he's feeding me goodness. He's feeding me goodness. He says, does the gold toilet have a gold bidet? Yes, it does. That one is made of 24 karat gold, though, because I figure it's just for Melania. Okay, I don't really need it. I
basically, I'm attached to tubing where I don't poop anymore. I'm Donald J. Trump. I don't have to. They go in for it.
Out of my mind, yeah. Sticks. Oh, too much time on my hands. Yeah, I literally have that much. Too much time on my hands playing that song. You know, it's funny. I was talking to a new client today, and I was telling him about the show. And I said, you know, I want you to understand something. I'm 100% focused on you and your property. And I thought about something in a moment there. I was saying this just to the group of us, the small group of people that were together right here, right? I thought to myself, you know, it would be nice one day to say, I'm just doing this just to keep the license, do a deal here, do a deal there. But my focus is 100% here. And I don't have to work 16-hour days before coming out and doing another 4 or 5 hours here. I sleep for about 3 hours a night, typically 3 to 4 hours. I don't know how to sleep. Like, even I want to sometimes sleep longer, but my kids wake me up. Kids are freaking animals. And I'll go to bed at like 3 in the morning. Like right now it's 1. We're almost done with the show. I'm feeling it. It's coming to an end. Maybe. Sometimes I say that and I'll get my second, third, fifth wind. Do you know what the second, third, fifth wind is? Some people get a second wind. Some people get a third wind. I get a second, third, fifth wind. I had someone once say, well, why didn't you get, where's your fourth wind? I don't freaking need a fourth wind. Okay? I'm going right to 5. I'm going right to 5. We did that once, and then I did 5 hours and 46 minutes, I think it was. I was at 2 hours and 20 when I said that. The second, third, fifth wind, and we did another 3 hours. It's crazy. But I keep saying this. This is my crazy mindset here. When this number grows and we are connecting with the planet, playing songs, building each other's energy up, I won't be able to go off the air. But at that point, like I said, it will be my job to be here with you guys. It won't be something where I'm just doing it for fun at night, which I've been doing for 528 days in a row. Let's rock it out. Tomorrow's 529 for SNL. Don't fresh me out. Something for you guys. I'm going to try this. Oh, I did it earlier. You're right. I have to go back and check that out. We did the Kiss, the Purple Rain. Was that good? Did you like that earlier, Denise, when we did Purple Rain? I'm going to rock something out for you right now, okay? Denise said she likes my song, You. I'm going to play it for you right now. I'm going to play a little funky, relaxed version of it. Like to hear, here go. So I walk along this road, this path that you have made. And though the fall was settling, the wind began to rain. Reflecting thoughts of innocence, reason to complain. Maybe things will open up, sleep in peace, the thoughts of me and you. And this love will guide us through the nights. Our hearts love burns, deeper love, deeper love. My heart seems to grow. I'm with you. Oh, my troubles seep down to my grave, repeating the same old song, same words. Come on, soothe my soul. I
Well, won't you take my hand and outline something new? And baby, things will open up. Sleep in peace, the thoughts of me and you. And this time we'll sit alone in the candlelight, the wax drops drip, and they burn us down, bind us down. The wind blows, and the wild chill when you're around. Love's the very word. I'm with you. I'm with why fight it? This love feels right. Our bodies are up as one. Love for our time and say goodbyes. I'm with you.
Wrote that song a long time ago, guys. Good tune. We are official at 3 hours and 4 minutes. Something's going to click on here. We'll see.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear.
We call it the wrap-up smear. I'm going to play that for you one more time, guys, in case it's the first time you're tuning in at 3 hours and 5 minutes. This is Peloison. Peloison right here.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it And they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic. And it's self-evident.
Dumb smile. I can't stand her. A wrap-up smear? Does anybody want to smear a muffin in her face? Or smear like a snowball? King had a great one. King had a great one earlier. You know what's crazy? I'm just realizing. Eating a cookie, sorry. I'm just realizing, though, we just created a really awesome song and Dane didn't even hear it. Somebody has to remind him and let him know to go back tomorrow. Just somebody remind me to tell Dane that we created a song called Esther, Happy Birthday Esther, I think. Well, I don't know what it was called, but it was pretty cool. Wasn't it pretty cool? I don't know. The other improv was awesome tonight. We did something else that came out of the moment, and it had very much to do with, Denise nailed it, it had to do with the same chords from No Apologies. And that was a pretty wild improvisation. I think some of these shows are worth going back to watch. Unfortunately, we do 3 hours, and nobody has time to go back and watch 3 hours. So, because we're doing 3 to 5 again tomorrow, you know. But the content will be there for time. Sometime. Someone's going to have a chance to go back and review this content. Unfortunately, the reality is I won't be able to go live every day forever. It's my goal. But at some point, something will stop me. It just won't be me. It won't be me that stops me. I will continue to show up every day. And I appreciate you guys joining me, spreading the word, sending over suggestions and face swap suggestions. The whole thing with Soros came because of Denise, and then I added the Mission Impossible music. And I just want to thank you guys for continuing to help broaden the content on this show. Dag the other day got on Mary M. Mary M came on, and the whole 3 hour and 18-minute interview happened because of Dag. So when you guys introduce me to new people that come onto the show, that opens up this audience to new audiences. And I appreciate that, because I'm going to keep showing up every day, but it would be nice to have more friends and more people enjoying the content and sharing positive energy. And hopefully we can do that together. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Something weird over here. Saurus. I felt like it, like, you know, when you get like, I had these weird pains in my knee the other day, and then I just felt like this pain in this arm here, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Because that would be like aches and arms, like Lyme disease type of thing. Like, I've been in the yard a lot lately, and you just never know. I remember I had a tick when I was like 13, and it was not nice. I don't like ticks. I don't like getting in fights. I don't like getting hit. I don't like ticks. I don't like surgeries. I don't like anything. All right? I just want people to leave me alone. How about that? I just want to be happy. I just want to find the happiness in life. And I want to share it with you, figure out how we get there. I will tell you this. Here's the best part. If you go out of your way to do nice things for people, if you go out of your way to give joy and happiness to others, that's when you find your own happiness. You fill your own soul. It's a weird thing. You give to get, even though you're not trying to do that. But if you do it, you will find that to be true. So listen, I supremely appreciate this time we get to spend together. I'm completely spent at 1:05 in the morning right now. But tomorrow, SNL, we will be getting down. Next week, we're going to start a new schedule. I'm going to start breaking up the times. We're going to do a couple times a week at X, a couple times a week at Y, and then the weekends we'll still do at 10:30, at 10 o'clock, 10:30, okay? Because I want to start hitting different time zones, catch different people around the world. My son, genius that he is, said, you know, you're broadcast every day at 10:30. There are people that will always be asleep when you're on. He's like, you need to somehow reach people so they know, hey, every Thursday the show's on in when I'm up. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to work that out. You guys, I could appreciate some help on when you guys would think those would be good times to broadcast. My son was like, maybe you have to do one day at 6:30 a.m., 6 o'clock in the morning, drive time. And actually, I mean, realistically, it's 1 o'clock right now. Maybe instead I go to sleep at 10:30 and get up and do a 5:30 show, 6 o'clock in the morning, and just get into it, playing music, doing the real talk, and just driving people into their day with real talk instead of at the end of the night. Because we got so much fire energy, guys. We can't be, you guys are going to sleep right after this? Are you kidding me? I'm boosting you up. You can't be going to sleep. You're going to be up all night. We got to try to do this early so you can take that positivity into your day and make a change. It's the stuff you realize when you talk, when you speak it. You know, you got to let it out. That's all we're doing here every day forever, guys. So I appreciate you. 3 hours and 11 minutes. It's 11 seconds. I look forward to tomorrow, guys. You rock. Send your requests. Send your topics. If you want a song, voicemail, whatever, go to the website. I'll see you tomorrow on the next Real Talk. It's Mark Pyers. And it's Real Talk. Have a great night. Thanks so much. Really appreciate you.